Roblox Jailbreak is a pretty great game. It's been at the front page, like, almost #1 spot for, like, the past 3 years continuously, almost, okay? But there's one thing about Jailbreak that's just like, why? And that thing is the sheer amount of bugs that is present in this game, okay? Like, this game, if there was, like, a world record for, like, amount of bugs inside of a game, this game would probably get it, okay? There's so many bugs inside of this game, it's kind of ridiculous, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the top 10 worst bugs in Jailbreak decided by you guys on a previous live stream. And hopefully Asimo and Bad CC take some notes here and do some work to fix them. Because, you know, having a lot of bugs in your game isn't something to be proud of. Unless, I don't know. I don't know who would be proud to have a bunch of bugs in their game. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, number 10 on my list is the ragdolling nonsense. Okay, so, you know, like, how before the, new skydiving update where you could like jump down from a city police station and like you know, you wouldn't ragdoll, but now you would ragdoll, and it's just really annoying. And also you know, if you like jetpack around and you like approach the ground at like maybe a certain angle, and usually on like super duper laggy servers and inside of like the jewelry store, I'm gonna try to like do it with like the rocket fuel or something, okay? Because like right now this fuel doesn't seem to do it as much as like the rocket fuel, but inside of like a jewelry store, like a cramped area, and like on servers that are much more laggy, I'm not sure if I can reproduce it by turning down my FPS, but I'll go ahead and lock FPS to like a 30 and we're gonna see exactly what happens here. Okay, well, okay, no, it's usually on super duper rich and like skilled player servers that it happens on a lot in like the jewelry store, and you know, sometimes you just ragdoll like that just straight up. Okay, it's just really annoying. Ragdolling is just, yeah, like nobody likes it, and it's just gotten really buggy since the last update. And sadly, jewelry store's not open yet, so I can't really show you the ragdoll bug. But pretty much, you like, you know, get run over and you ragdoll and like stuff like that, okay? So moving on to number 9. Number 9 is the ridiculously broken Dune buggy. So I've done a few like speed test videos on the Dune buggy, and it is absolutely just ridiculous right now. So you guys know Dune buggy is this one vehicle over here by Area 51. Please spawn. Okay, here we go. It costs 45,000 cash. Now, for being 45,000 cash, you'd expect it to be, like, pretty slow, okay? Like Tesla Model 3 or Cybertruck speed. But no. It literally beats a freaking Volt bike in terms of speed. Like, look at this absurdity over here, okay? It is just so broken. And worst of all, alright, if I go into, like, a straight line here, let's say I'm going this way, now I want to turn. You see what it's doing right now? How, like, it just literally does 360s and just gets hung onto buildings? Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, Asimo and Bad CC. Should probably, like, take a look into it, okay? 45,000 cash cars should not be, like, ridiculously fast, okay? And it also shouldn't be so broken you can't even use it properly, okay? You see this? Just try to follow the road here, and, yeah, I just fell. So, yeah, that basically shows you how broken Dune buggy is right now. It's ridiculously fast and ridiculously uncontrollable, so probably needs to be fixed. So number 8 on the list is something I probably can't show you guys right now, but it is something a lot of players in Jailbreak have been complaining about. And that is the mobile rope issue, okay? So you know how, like, on a PC here, if I come over here to the army heli or just the regular heli, or any helicopter with a rope, okay, let's go ahead. Where's the army heli? Okay, so you can see over here we have an army heli, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just come down over here. I'm gonna drop the rope, and where exactly is the rope? Okay, the rope is right here. So you can see I can go on the rope, and if I press space, I can get off the rope. Well, on mobile, that's not a thing. Once you're on that rope, you're stuck on that rope for good. So, that basically means you can just trap mobile players on the rope. Newer mobile players will just get stuck on the rope, and if they're a criminal with, like, a lot of, like, money or jewelry store robbery or something they haven't turned in, then they're gonna lose all that money. And it's just really annoying and kind of weird that, like, the jump button on mobile doesn't take away the rope, or like get you off the rope or whatever. There's so many mobile players that play Jailbreak, and Jailbreak literally does not have much mobile players because there's so many bugs that are mobile specific, like especially that thing over there where, like, you know, you can't get off the rope. But I'm a PC player, so that's why I kind of placed it lower down the list. Mobile players would probably place it closer to the top. Asimo and Bad CC, if you guys want to increase your mobile players or like make them more satisfied with the game, I'd probably recommend fixing that rope issue. Now, number 6 on the list is the jump being broken. Okay, so basically what happened with jump being broken, I believe, is I'm not exactly sure how to recreate it 100% because sometimes like whenever you land and you spawn a car right before landing when like jetpacking, or I mean like you know, falling down here obviously. Let's go ahead and try this out. Okay, so you can see I'm gonna go and get a Cybertruck and boom. Pressing space right now, can only jetpack, cannot jump. That's a major issue. And you know how the only way to fix it is, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up by using the jetpack, okay? I cannot jump. You can see I'm mashing space, and no matter what I do, jump don't work. I'm pretty sure you either have to reset, or the better solution to avoid losing everything, you gotta ragdoll yourself. And now you can see I can jump again. So having to respawn your vehicle or like get into a helicopter because you can't jump whenever you spawn a vehicle in that specific edge case, it just gets frustrating over time, Asimo. Like, we really need it fixed. There's so many players that complain to me, OMG, I can't jump, what the heck did Asimo do? Or Bad CC or whoever. But like, yeah, that's exactly why these bugs need to be fixed, because they reduce the user experience, okay? And, you know, I don't know how many times I've done it myself. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to recreate here again. Yeah, I can't, okay, well, if you're ragdolling, then obviously you can't spawn a vehicle. But, you know what I mean, okay? If you, like, spawn a vehicle in midair when, like, skydiving and then you hit the ground, then you go back up and, like, you won't be able to jump. So, that's obviously a major problem, because jumping is quite critical to Jailbreak. Because, let me show you. If you cannot jump inside of a jewelry store, you are basically screwed. You can't, like, you know, jump over these lasers, you walk right through them, you go oof. And who wants to go oof in jewelry store? Nobody. That's why we need jumping to work, and if jumping doesn't work, everyone will go oof in jewelry store, and we don't like that. So the next one on the list is one that's been in the game for a really, really whack long time, okay? And that is something to do with every Tesla vehicle inside of the game. So basically that's Model 3, Cybertruck, and Roadster. It happens in most of the Roadster because of its speed, okay? But let's go ahead and try it out here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and just wham into this thing. Let's try this again. I think if you like go onto like a ramp or something, in certain conditions, okay? If you like come down over here and come on Tesla, I believe in you. You can like please demo it for me. Alright, let's see. Tesla. There it goes. This thing. Every, like, Roblox Jailbreak Tesla user's worst nightmare. The UFO. It literally looks like a UFO, it spins like a UFO, and acts like a UFO. Because it's basically an uncontrollable flying object. Isn't that what a UFO is? Because it certainly makes up the acronym UFO. Anyway, this thing, it's just like, you bought a 600,000 cash car. Literally, players have been grinding daily to get this car. And you know what they get? A UFO. A literal, like, unplayable flying object. So, yeah, this needs to be fixed. I have no idea how or why this thing has not been patched for the past 3 years. Because the Model 3 will even do this. Okay, let me go ahead and just, like, jetpack here and, like, spawn a Model 3 real quick. Okay, where's the Model 3? It's, somewhere right here. That's also a bug that needs to be fixed. Okay? I'm telling you, there's just so many random bugs in this game that is just like, why do they exist? They need to be fixed, okay? Then hopefully you guys are getting the point that this isn't really supposed to be a rant video, but more of like a, Asimo and Bad CC, here's a list of like stuff that's broken, please fix the type, okay? So let's go ahead and try that thing one more time with the Model 3. Okay, so now we're instead of a Model 3, okay? I'm pretty sure the Model 3 is even more sensitive to this, because if I just come over here and ram into this building, there it goes. Yup, it's been in the game since day one. It should have been fixed since day one. But nope, Bad CC and Asimo were like, here's a bug, I'm heading out. So number 5 on the list here is the invisibility bug. So there's this one glitch in Jailbreak that makes you ridiculously OP, okay? And that is the invisible glitch, okay? So if I come over here to the monster truck, or actually any vehicle for that matter, I think you need the dirt bike. That's all you really need for it. So let's see, dirt bike over here. Basically what you do, you go in here, you press 1 and E at the same time until like you got like the funny thing like this. And then when you have that funny thing, you go on the passenger, you unequip one, and poof, you're invisible. Like, look at me, I can go into a Volt bike. And look, there's nobody driving this Volt bike. And guess what happens when I get off the Volt bike? Okay, if I come over here, boom, invisible. I can crouch, uncrouch, no matter what I do, I'm an invisible man. Yeah, Obviously, having invisible characters unintentionally inside of the game free of charge or like easy to obtain. In this case, it's kind of easy to obtain. You don't really even need to own the monster truck. You just have to have passenger access, which everyone has access. And you only need like 35,000 cash or like whatever for the dirt bike. And that's like what? A jewelry store, a bank, and like a few museums maybe? Yeah, it's honestly not that hard to unlock invisibility. And even like if it was invisible, you know how broken invisibility is in games, right? It's just so broken unless it's a single player game. But yeah, for multiplayer, the fact that like literally you have to like look for handcuffs and maybe the level indicator is just like, bruh, Asimo, why does this exist? You need to fix it, okay? Because nobody should be invisible inside a jailbreak. At least I don't think like Asimo wanted anyone to be invisible. And even if he did want it to be invisible, it would be ridiculously broken. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure most jailbreak players agree with this one. It needs to be fixed. And number 4 is one of the bugs that's been in the game for a decent amount of time now. And that is handcuffs will randomly break. It especially happens when you're using vehicles that are really fast like the Roadster, or you're like standing next to another like player on their heli or on their vehicle or something. And basically there's like this one anti-cheat system that like stops you from like teleport or spam arresting. And it's just oversensitive right now, at least, okay? Or, you know, it shouldn't exist. Either one of those is like, will be fine for me. Because I just want handcuffs to work. Like, what kind of prison game? You're supposed to arrest players, right? And like, the arrest doesn't work. Like, what kind of prison game is that? You know what I mean? Like, it just needs to have functioning handcuffs 100% of the time. So I'd rather take having more exploiters than having broken handcuffs. Because, like, I want to be able to play in a perfectly fine server with no exploiters perfectly normally. I don't want to have broken handcuffs. I don't want to have unable to, like, eject. I don't want criminals ganging up on me because my handcuffs won't arrest any of them. Okay, and that's just like why nobody plays police officer now, because the handcuffs and taser just break so much. And number 3 worst bug inside of this game is the teleporting after getting like flung from a vehicle, okay? So I'm pretty sure even if I like do this real quick, okay? If I come over here and try to UFO out my Tesla, and then I jump out, you can see that teleportation going on. Alright, it literally just sends me constantly back and forth between like where I am right now and like the location it wants me to be in, okay? Presumably it's like an anti-teleport, but if it is an anti-teleport, it's doing a pretty bad job of doing that because auto robbers are still teleporting. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and come over here and let's just go over this bump here. Well, a UFO, there we go. Let's go ahead and UFO out again, and you can see, look. Boom, 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 boom. It's teleporting me, and now it roofs me randomly. Like, what the heck? This is not supposed to happen, Asimo Bad CC. Why do you teleport Bacon Man like that, okay? It is not just me in a Baconair. It's with the army heli and the regular heli as well. Okay, if I like fly to the very, very top, and then I go forwards, like really fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to like the very top and start heading forwards here. And once we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and just like bail out, and you can see the heck just happened. I took ragdoll damage in midair. Like, seriously. It's just like dumb. Why? So number 2 is probably the one thing that is like the most controversial item inside of Jailbreak. And that is the jetpack. Because before jetpack, criminals would pull out their shotgun or their rocket launcher or stuff like that and actually fight you. But you know what criminals do now once this thing is here, right? See a police officer. The moment they see a guy with handcuffs running down, I'm heading out. And that's why it's bad. And even worse, okay, is whenever I do run out of ammo, I'll show you something here. Okay, so let's go ahead and just like burn our jetpack fuel like this. And it used to be able to refill in midair. Now they fixed it. But upon landing, boom, you go again. There's literally no cooldown. And if like the only time you can really arrest reasonably is like down here, then you got a problem. Because you literally have less than 1 second of time to catch a criminal. And you know how long E-Circle takes, right? About 1 or 2 seconds. You basically can't even E-Circle a jetpacker at that point, unless like they stop jetpacking. And most jetpack trolls, you know what they do, right? They see a police officer, they jetpack. They come like over here. The new police officer like try to approach them. And when you go near the criminal, they go like this, up here. And you know the point, like they just keep island hopping or building hopping at this point. And eventually they go to like the very top. They pull out their gun, they go like pew 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 pew, they see you coming, and then you know they come back to the smaller building here. And they just keep on doing this over and over again, okay? And then whenever they run out of fuel, they just like, you know, skydive down here, reload, and immediately continue going. The jetpack needs a nerf. I mean, I'm not sure if you consider this a bug or not, but like, it's way too broken. And I just thought I wanted to include it on the list. Because jetpack needs a nerf. So number 1 is a continuation of that one. And that is infamous vault biking jetpack. Why does this even exist, Asimo? Why? Okay, I'm like, look at this. Okay, so you can see right now I'm just like driving around here and bouncing. I can like steer with my mouse. So you might be thinking, why the heck is that thing so OP? Well, guess what? If I go to the double P and do a robbery and I come over here and go through here, I can literally just drive through the criminal base without getting off the bike. That shouldn't happen, because normal vault bike here, I'll show you normal vault bike. Normal vault bike, you can like drive all the way over here. It like bounces around a lot, and you know, you can't steer it with your mouse. And you know, to get into the base, you need like some decent amount of precision here. Then you have to do this, and then you have to go around, and then you do this. Okay, like you can still go in the base, but it's much slower. Compare that to jetpacking vault bike. Okay, jetpacking vault bike, once you get on here and you wait for the glitch to burn out all the jetpack fuel. So now you can see I'm gonna go ahead and just drive around here. You can see I can do instant 180 with 0 turning radius. Like, bruh, this is ridiculous. Like, no vehicle should do this. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculously OP. And this is actually a bug. This jetpacking vault bike is a major bug, because a lot of rich criminals use it. And you know the chances of stopping one of these, right? Little to none. Because the moment they get off, this is what they do. Yup, the jetpack, once again. So yeah, that's basically my list of just 10 things that need to be fixed inside of Jailbreak, whether it be bugs, overpowered things, or just random glitches that happen. Yeah, it just needs to be fixed. Because Jailbreak otherwise, without these things, is a really great game. And with all these bugs making some things ridiculously broken and other things just too OP, it just causes some players to get frustrated and makes them all rage quit and stuff like that. Because, you know, who wants to be a police officer in a server with like 20 gazillion jetpacking vault bikers? No one. And that's a problem, because there are servers with 20 gazillion jetpacking vault bikers, aka rich servers. So we definitely need this thing fixed, and like every other thing on this list needs to be like addressed, because otherwise Jailbreak's just gonna get worse and worse because of the sheer amount of bugs. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to press like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below what is your least favorite bug inside of this game. And yeah, make sure you guys press like, comment, subscribe. Use star code BACON when you buy Robux or Premium. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.